Perhaps the most wasted opportunity by Square Enix when they decided to re-release the Kingdom Hearts games in the forms of HD collections was not bringing back online for Mirage Arena. This was and still is one of the most fun things to do in the entire Kingdom Hearts series, and there's so much wasted potential with it. For those that got into Kingdom Hearts through the HD collections on the PS3 or PS4 or PC, yes, Mirage Arena used to be multiplayer. You could hook up Mirage Arena and play with friends, mostly through local play, and fight bosses and enemies together, and even fight each other, and it was just a blast. I think if Mirage Arena was around today with full support from Square Enix, it would be popping. This, with the right circumstances and setup, could be the Kingdom Hearts MMO a lot of people want if they expanded and even used more of Mirage Arena's concept as some sort of base. There is a lot of mods out there which allow for some pretty cool fights to be done with friends, and I've been playing it quite a bit recently, and I cannot help but think about just how cool it would be if Square Enix kept Mirage Arena around and maybe update it every now and then, adding new enemies, maybe doing some raid bosses weekly or something. I don't know, it just sounds like it'd be cool. Birth by Sleep feels so natural with multiplayer as well and works really well. Kingdom Hearts in general, I feel like, feels natural in a multiplayer environment. The PvP is one of the really interesting things to me in Mirage Arena, though not as fun as the general co-op battles. It's neat messing around with friends and just seeing how abilities affect other players like yourself. PvP admittedly is kinda broken because Birth by Sleep abilities are just busted in general. Most abilities just one-shot people, and status effects are pretty busted as magnet to anything kills everyone. Though at the same time, spamming dodge roll in PvP is the same as spamming dodge roll in Birth by Sleep, so you got infinite invincibility frames just for days. It's still a really good time though because it's just shenanigans. I remember there was a legit reason for them not including Mirage Arena online when 2.5 first released for the PS3, so I was scavenging for information across the internet and I found out that the reason that they didn't add Mirage Arena online to the PS3 back in 2014 was because they did not want to take away development time from Kingdom Hearts 3. Which seems to be a reason for a lot of things in Kingdom Hearts in the early 2010s, or mid-2010s. I think it would have been worth it to put Mirage Arena online into the HD collection, especially later on. It definitely could have given fans something to go back to, though I understand the reasoning at the time at least. I think a revised Mirage Arena online for a future Kingdom Hearts title would be so cool. As I've said in the past, I do believe Square Enix will go the online route for Kingdom Hearts once more, as they've tried doing it with so many games now, even a recent one in Melody of Memory. Though an unfortunate thing with Square Enix and when it comes to online things for Kingdom Hearts is they never really do go all the way. There is minimal continuous support for these things. It's debatable for games like Days. For Birth by Sleep, I understand the reasoning, but I think especially with how many times Birth by Sleep has re-released now, there are many chances even after Kingdom Hearts 3 to potentially mess around with this or address this even more, with the games re-releasing on PC even. Though again, I understand the reasoning overall. To go back and backtrack and put that in would have been a little weird from a company standpoint, but also with Melody of Memory, I see minimal excuse. They just threw online together, it feels like, and I am grateful for its existence in the first place as I wasn't expecting the game to have online, but I'm still annoyed that they added it and it's just missing a ton of things like no invite button, leaderboard system, or general quality of life changes that I think would make the game played a lot more. Content, just a lot of things. I predict that Kingdom Hearts in the future will likely be mostly console and mobile games. I don't know if we'll get another mobile game, but I wouldn't be surprised if we did, since mobile games are pretty popular, especially Square Enix mobile games. Though if they wanted to focus on a MMO in the future, that could be something I see them investing into, especially after the huge success 14 has been having lately, and with Endwalker, the future for Square Enix in terms of MMOs, I'm sure is going to be very bright. But right now, it seems like they want to focus on the next big console games, the next big stories, the next big titles. Maybe one of these titles will have that online system that we can all experience together. Or even better for me, a standalone fighting game sounds pretty cool, but who knows. I do think there's a market for a Kingdom Hearts Online game, whether it's a MMO, fighting game, or a separate mode like Mirage Arena was in Birth by Sleep. I think in this day and age for Kingdom Hearts, where the games are really accessible, something that was like this or similar just would thrive, but only if it got the support necessary. Those are just my main thoughts though, and I'm going to try and make more Mirage Arena videos in the future and show off some cool things that are possible in the co-op setting. But if you enjoyed today's video, you already know what to do. Leave a like, share the video with a friend or family member. Let me know your thoughts on Mirage Arena or your experiences with it in the comment section down below if you have or have not. And last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is that red subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.
Now she's a daydreamer. She's always thinking about him. No more room in this picture for you to fit in. Now she's crying on the phone, telling you she's not good enough.